Plaqueboymax explains how Faze fucked up. Really, I've been wondering why that nigga left, if we're being honest. So, I guess this will be a good explanation, because I was seeing it all over Twitter and fucking, what's it called? The, shit, what's it called? Over Instagram and shit. But it was just flooding my whole timeline. I'm like, bro, we get it. But at the same time, the nigga wasn't saying much of nothing on why he left, so I wonder if he will.
Officially left,
but let's get into it.
A lot of people didn't even think he was serious about, but we come to find out, nah, he wasn't playing any games. And the fans have really been itching to find out why. I'm going to play you guys this first clip where he says he doesn't talk about it, but later on he gives some reasoning, which I don't think is all the way the full reasoning.
Oh, so this is about to be that bullshit ass reasoning.
Dead, Max doing longer. Okay, I got good news for y'all, bro. I don't know. I know I told y'all I was leaving Faze and thought, damn, bro, this going on another hiatus, bro. He quitting on us, bro. Yo, gang, it's 3 days later. I will be back Sunday. I will literally be back Sunday. You feel me? I'm not disappearing. There's just been so much I've been dealing with for the past, like, 3 months. I'm not gonna lie, bro, that I literally... I don't think y'all understand. When I told y'all I cannot go in depth and can't speak on... I can't speak on... I can't speak on... I don't think y'all understand. I cannot speak on... Will I speak on? Hopefully soon. But I can't speak on... Y'all act like I don't want to tell y'all. I tell y'all everything, nigga. Y'all know everything about my life.
Damn, did this nigga sign an NDA or some shit? Like, is he, like, literally not allowed to tell? Or is it just, like, some secretive shit? Because, damn. But even at that, it's like... You know, it's like, it might be a reason.
So, chill. What's better? I wish I knew that. That's why I'm mad that these... What's it called?
Oh, so it had to been something they did.
Can see he's visibly stressed. He's got probably 1,000,001 things to worry about, and he's trying to figure out what he can and cannot say, so he's just pushing it off to the side. And then a couple of days later, he goes on to give a little bit of a reason. I think just a reason enough to get people off of his back, so they don't keep asking the question, because I don't think the real...
Yeah, I was about to say, I know it must be crazy
maybe
with his whole chat doing that.
In a year or two. I can't really say the real reason, to be honest. I've been sworn to secrecy. But I want to play you guys that second clip.
Shout out to everyone in Faze. I love all of them. They're my boys.
Hey creators, want to make pro videos without filming or editing? Meet Hevix, an AI...
Bro, go away.
I don't own Faze. I don't own Faze, gang. No ownership. I want to build something. If your pussy hurt because you're mad that I want to build something for myself, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to make this 5-star shit the biggest ever. And me...
Ah, okay, I get it. So the niggas got hurt that the fact that... Damn... Oh, I thought that donation was on some fuck shit. But anyway, so the nigga's getting mad that the nigga wants to actually have something to his name. And actually have a big ass community to his name type shit. Versus just being known strictly for Faze and all that. That's fucked up. Whoever it is. Like, it might not be all of them. It might be just one person or some shit around that he can't speak on. But either way, that's messed up as hell.
Be the biggest shit ever. That don't mean I don't. That don't mean I won't. That don't mean I won't do shit. I love them. They're my boys. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me. And then when you see the workout down the line, you'll see what I mean. That's all I'm gonna say. I love these, but I gotta make grown man decisions. I'm 22. I'm not 18 no more in my mom's room.
So here, the reason that he gives is ownership. Now, he knew he didn't have ownership from day one. He already had 5-star going into it. That's the difference between Plaqueboymax and all of these other people. Now, I did say Plaqueboymax had a bigger brand than these other guys going into it. But, like, for example, Silky. Silky was Nation, which was Annoying TV's thing, which it never really panned out. And that just goes to show how important it is to have the right team and people in the background who never get any credit, by the way, to make sure things are facilitated properly and content is coming out and the group is doing stuff. Because Nation, like, it started and it was going to be a thing, and then it just, I wouldn't say it quickly faded, but Annoying TV spoke on their management who left to be a stripper and just a bunch of crazy stuff.
What? No. I know I did not just hear that correctly. You said their manager left to be a goddamn stripper? No, that's gotta be a joke. There's no fucking way that their manager said, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go be a stripper. What?
So, Silky was just solo streamer. Stable Ronaldo, he was a solo streamer as well, like in Fortnite. Same thing with Lacy. Jason the Ween, he was a solo streamer. Like, these guys didn't have their own crew. Before going into this, Plaqueboymax had 5-star. He had a couple of guys that were 5-star that his community knew. They would appear on streams. I think they had, like, it was a 5-star house stream. So Plaqueboymax had the ability to put on events himself without getting into Faze. So he comes into Faze, and the ownership part, I can see what he means, but really I think Plaqueboymax wants to be away from any of the controversies surrounding Faze. Like, take a look at, for instance, Faze Banks, right? Faze Banks,
that nigga can't catch a break. He cannot catch a break at all. I don't know the full situation, if we being honest, but they've been ringing that nigga's name through the mud so much that he ain't even on the internet no more. That nigga resigned from Faze and just straight up said fuck the internet, and he's not on the shit no more. Like, he's not on nothing no more. Like, damn. He can't catch a break at all.
Step down.
They've been trying to get this nigga gone.
Related to some crypto stuff. Stable Ronaldo, if you guys recall,
he
got put in an ad for, and he didn't even know what he was doing. I'm not sure if I'm misremembering, but I do remember something along those lines.
Yeah.
And then Lacy goes on and says something that contradicts what Max is talking about.
Bro, these fucking ads. Go away. I'm broke.
First of all the new guys in Faze, we do have ownership, okay? It's not a lot, but we do. All right, so that's first thing. Second off, to this Brick Sky guy that's saying this, all right?
No, this was the reason. I swear to God, if everyone else leaves, Faze is literally dead. Don't know why these guys are uplifting the brand and not even getting paid for it. Well, duh. If everyone else leaves, if there's nobody in there, there's nobody to... Come on, bro. That's just a dumbass statement. But anyways.
Listen. Y'all gotta understand, it's a thing where we are in Faze, okay? I don't pay for housing. I live for free. All right? This mansion that I live in is free. My stream room is free. The stuff in my stream room is free because Faze pays for it. Bepsy and Addison setting up production for all the streams. Faze pays for it. Every YouTube video you guys see that drops on every Friday. Not a dime comes out of my pocket. Faze pays for it. I rep Faze. I am Faze. And in return, Faze covers everything that I need in order for me to produce content. That seems like a fair ass trade off to me. And if it doesn't to you guys, I don't know. But that's for me. That's good for me.
So here,
what's the
talks
catch?
about how, listen.
But I wonder what's the catch to all that shit. Like, is there certain requirements and shit like that you gotta meet? like I would imagine you got to meet certain requirements like during that little time being or whatever, or there's certain like gray areas and shit like that. Like there's gray areas to all deals, like free housing and all that. Yeah, that's a good ass deal. Who wouldn't take that shit? But still, it's like I feel like there's some gray areas that they're not allowed to talk about on there. But at the same time, I'm not taking nobody's side because this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just being nosy. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else.
Ownership. Now, first, I'm going to address the ownership piece, and then I'm going to address what Faze does for them. I think ownership is possibly one of the most overrated aspects of it because people had ownership of Faze originally, and then they sold it for a ton of money, and they all became very, very rich. And then they were upset because the people that they sold it to weren't handling it in the way that they saw fit. And then the value of it went down significantly, and then I think Faze Banks bought it, maybe with the assistance of other people. I don't know if he's 100% owner. And then now he's still the owner, but he stepped down as CEO. But really, what does ownership really mean if it's like, what does that look like in terms of revenue? Although these guys don't really have to worry because they're making so much cash flow that I guess an ownership piece makes more sense than how much they're getting paid. So I think ownership is a little bit overrated, but they do have ownership. So that does knock off Plaqueboymax's point. But I think the way Plaqueboymax is looking at it is he wants ownership of the brand. Faze was a thing before Plaqueboymax. Faze is still a thing after Plaqueboymax leaves. I think Plaqueboymax wants something that is Plaqueboymax. When people think Faze, they think of the new gen thinks of these guys, but historically, it's not these guys. It's not the members. It's the OGs. Like they'll think of Adapt or they'll think of.
Yeah, that's another thing that I was just talking about too. I think I said that at the very beginning. Whenever it comes down to it, it's like people want their own shit. You gonna be known for something that you wasn't that was around long before you was even up type shit. Therefore, it's just like being in a crew with Casanat. Or not being in a crew with Casanat. Being in, let's just say you're in a group, right? And you have one big dog of the whole group, right? Everybody else is lower than that person. So that means every time they mention your name, they mention that group, they're going to think of that one big dog, but they're not going to think about everybody else there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel that it is. But at the same time, I feel like it's just that he want to have something of his own. Like, it's cool to be part of something. He's still cool with everybody there, but he just want to have his own shit. Grown-ass man now, he want to have his own deal. So, why not?
Banks, or was Blaziken one of them? I don't remember. I really wasn't into that whole Faze optic thing while it was going on. It wasn't that I wasn't even into it. I didn't even really know what it was or if it existed until like 2015 or so, or maybe even 2015 I would say is when I found out about all of that stuff, which was late. So there's that. And I think Plaqueboymax is like, yo, I've got my own thing, which is 5-star, which is me, and I have the capability to do everything here. So Lacy goes on to say, well, this exchange is great for me. I get to live in this house for free. I don't pay for this house. I don't pay for production. And the thing that I wonder is, well, if Faze has admitted they don't take a percentage of any of the money that these guys are making, where the hell is the money coming from for the people that are editing the YouTube videos for Faze, that are filming the YouTube videos for Faze, that are doing the production for Lacy streams and the other people there? Where's the money coming from for the rent for that gigantic mansion or the lease for that gigantic mansion? Where's that money coming from if they're not generating that money? And that's where I start to scratch my head, and we don't just need an expert pocket watcher for that. We need like an investigative, what's the guy's name? It's from Psych, the TV show. I forgot his name. But we need a psychic. That's what we need. Somebody that's a private investigator, a PI, to look into that. Because I don't know how Faze is making money. Because they were taught if Faze Banks was able to buy it back, that means, dang. Oh, yeah, I remember they IPO'd and everything. They did revive it, though. Like, Faze as a brand is killing it right now.
Yeah.
But when you look at a Lacy, right, that's not a Plaqueboymax. With all due respect to that guy. Like, yeah, he's killing it in the content game. But Plaqueboymax, is different. That guy stands out from that group. He has the ability to be a leader of his own group. He's just being held back by those guys. And it does knock off the reasoning that Plaqueboymax gave. But I think Plaqueboymax is, like I said, his real reasoning will not come out for a long while. I do think part of it is that he wants his own brand to succeed. And you can't have a 5-star if you're a part of FaZe. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't work unless it's a subsidiary of that brand. For instance, Nike, right? Air Jordan. That's Nike. But Air Jordan is underneath Nike. And Michael Jordan's teamed up with them. 5-star was a thing before he came to FaZe. Jordan brand wasn't a thing before he went to Nike. Do you see the difference there? Why would you take 5-star and make it something underneath FaZe when I think he believes that 5-star can be as big as FaZe or even bigger? And I do think Plaqueboymax has a chokehold on the younger generation when it comes to that kind of culture, fashion, things like that. I'm not saying like the guy's good at fashion or any of those means, but when you look at the rest of those guys, they're not.
Damn, just straight up hating. Oh my gosh.
Is, like I said, Mr. Beast of Twitch, so he's faded away from having any type of influence in that realm, and that leaves Plaqueboymax. So he's somebody that can really do it all. From what I've seen, quite a talented streamer, able to plan events, able to act on stream, able to deal with other people, able to make music. He's able to do it all. So I think he just outshined FaZe. He's like, yo, I'm bigger than this. I don't need this anymore. Think about it. He doesn't care about ownership, especially the monetary aspect. He'd rather build 100% of 5-star that he owns, or whatever minute percentage he has of FaZe. There's that. And then there's also the aspect of, yo, it's time for him to really make stuff shake. He doesn't need his rent paid. He doesn't need production. He can handle the production himself. He knows how to build a team. He has the right people around him. I can tell you that much. But let me know.
That's a W video by Hello Yesenine. Yesin? Extra. I don't know how to say that, but W video by him. But I feel like, in my personal opinion, that it's not that he's trying to say that he's bigger than the group or nothing like that. I feel like it's just he wants his own shit, if we're being honest. I feel like he just wants his own deal. Like he said, he found that he could afford it and decided, you know what? I want something of my own that I can call my own that is something like FaZe. Like, you know how FaZe has their whole deal. They have their big-ass group and all that shit. Like just about everybody from about 14 to now knows about FaZe. He probably wants something just like that. That's probably why he branched out on his own. Like, not on no hateful feelings towards them, but just more per se wanting his own deal. But that's just my take on it. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and scribble. Make sure to stop by the streams and follow the Discord in the description. And I'm out. Peace.